have the Energy Secretary, Jennifer Granholm, now making statements warning that the U.S. and its power grid is very vulnerable to massive attacks. She goes on to state this is happening daily, that they're happening large scale, small scale, and that the private sector, public sector, they all have to work together, and that thousands of attacks on all aspects of energy are going down. It's happening all the time, and I've warned and warned and warned for years that you gotta have a plan for a lights out situation. Some people let it go in one ear and out the other. Some people actually do something about it. Shout outs to those that are making moves because we're running out of time. The sand is slipping out of the hourglass. For a decade, the number one thing that I've warned everyone to watch out for is an endgame lights out event. We just so happen to have two North Korean Shining Star satellites passing over many countries every day. The EMP Commission said that they were likely EMPs. Our military knows they're there, and they continue to let them traverse around the globe at the perfect altitude for sparking an EMP. Now you mix that with these staged events that are happening, with these cyber attacks, and they always want to point the finger at Russia, the boogeyman. Now you mix that with these staged events that are happening, with these cyber attacks, and they always want to point the finger at Russia, the boogeyman, with no proof. You guys already know the three-letter alphabet gangs are the ones tied into all of this. And that's the facts, Jack. They are behind everything, they always are. But when this thing comes down, when the lights go out on this country and maybe many more, when you're sitting in the dark, maybe some of you will remember all the times Dabu 7 said, do you have a plan for when the lights go out? It's coming in the offing, it's in the cards, it's on the table. The timing, well, that window is open. And is anyone going to rise to the occasion to stop it? Did they stop anything before this?
Hey, Shalom. All praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Belongs to elders that came before us. Salutations to election, the true real house of David. In these last moments of Babylon being great. And, you know, what's happening in the world right now, man, it's just getting more and more chaotic, more dark, you know. And just like this video here, just like this video here, it shows that this infrastructure is about to crumble and fall. And a lot of you guys in the truth, you're going to fall too, because what's coming to find out in these last moments is that a lot of guys, that their foundation wasn't of Yahushua, wasn't of the Lord, of the Word. And when you look at that, another sinkhole, man, so you can't make this up. This is the Lord, man, showing his mighty acts. Another sinkhole, and in all places, the sinkhole that happened now wasn't in Mexico or what was the other ones? Turkey. But this one was in Jerusalem, man. You know, so Lord, he's about to get ready to swallow up the wicked, man. Not just this world and all these heathens and Esau, but you guys that are famous in this truth. That's the Lord showing us, man, time and time again, with all these huge sinkholes just opening up, man. See, Lord's opening up. You know, he's doing a marvelous work, and you know, you gotta really, and you know, Dabu's saying, you know, you gotta have a plan, you gotta prepare. Well, the only way you can prepare was by to befall this place is by you getting yourself in the spirit, getting yourself right with the Lord, because that's the only way you're gonna have a way out of here, man. That's the only way. Not stocking up food, not getting guns, ammunition, not you know, getting a whole plan ready. Oh, we're gonna run here and there. No, it's gonna be all, you know, all through the spirit. You know, we're not gonna know what's gonna befall us, man. How this is gonna all happen. You know, and that takes faith. That takes faith. And you know, as we get close towards the end, you know, a lot of things are gonna get like thrown at us, like, you know, more and more, you know, people, you know, that aren't right, and people that are, you know, probably like they'd be coming at us, you know, looking for answers, looking for comfort, you know, for the truth. And some, you know, is gonna be sent by the Lord, but some is gonna be what? Agents, man, agents. Some is gonna be you know, people that Esau is using, trying to like get you off your course. So we're in a time of not trusting everybody, man. You know, only putting your trust in the Lord, not Him only. And those that you know for certain are in the Lord, you know, you can trust them. But at the end of the day, you put your trust in the Lord, man. Like a lot of guys, you'll have Korah and all these guys telling you, oh, trust in my camp, trust in our name camp. It's a fucking joke, man. You know, it's getting out of hand, man. Like just today, like just people losing it around me, man. You know, just people losing it. The demons, it's getting chaotic. They're crumbling, man. Like I did a video a while ago going into the pressure. So pressure makes diamonds, but another thing it does, it breaks things, man. It makes things pop, and people are starting to do that, man. So let me get this precept here. This is Micah 7 and verse 5. I'll start verse 5. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. So you're not supposed to be telling, right? Those are in your bosom, right? Your woman, your children, everything. See, because your enemy shall be there of their own household. See? 6. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter rises up against her mother. And this is the same thing Yahushua was saying in the Gospels. It says, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and man's enemies are the men of his own house, you see? So those are actually our family. Our true family is those that's doing the will of our Father in heaven. Which the will of the Lord right now is preaching the word, being that sign, making your body a living sacrifice, not being conformed by the ways of this world, and helping seal the elect. So that the Lord can bring in the destruction and bring in the judgment, and He can usher in His kingdom, His eternal kingdom. Jeremiah 9 and verse 1. And this is a lament over Zion, which our people are in a sad case, you know. And like they don't even know what like true love is. They don't know what true like respect is, you know, what true how to be treated right, because they've been treated so badly, not just by Esau and the heathen, but also our own people. They mistreat them. They you know, just use, you know, it's just dog eat dog world out here, man. So it says, Jeremiah 9 and 1, oh, that my head were waters and mine eyes a fountain of tears, that I may weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. And that's what we're doing. We're crying out day and night, the true watchman. It says, oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I may leave my people and go from them. You see, so Jeremiah's over here like, man, if I had a couple men, I could just go get away from my people, man. That's the spirit of the prophets. They didn't want to be around everybody and be like people taking pictures of them and celebrities and famous. No, they want to get away. They want to be alone with the Lord, man. Not to deal with all the trouble and drama and wickedness, man, and confusion. And that word wayfaring, man, is someone to keep company with, to go on a journey with, a wanderer, right, a traveler. And you know, it's good saying Sirach, how he that has traveled much will declare wisdom, or has wisdom. You know, and you know, with this truth, you know, you gotta be brutally honest, man, with people. And when you're brutally honest with people, they're actually gonna like cut you off and like not want to like rock with you like that. Like our people, it's heavy. Like our people, they love the like fakes, the phonies, the false ones, and the ones that tell them lies and smooth things. But everything's a lie, and then they like build on that, all these lies and shit, and then once it gets time for like, once it like comes down to it, right, like the fruits of it, then they realize it was all a lie, and they all get messed up and are upset, you know. And you should have known, man. You know, the truth isn't supposed to be like smoothly talked about and everyone love it and accept it like that, you see. So let me go back, Jeremiah 9:3. And they bend their tongues like their bow for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth upon their earth. Whew. You see? So they bend their tongue for lies, man. Our people, you can't just trust whatever they fucking say. You can't just believe everyone what they say when they come up to camp. You know, you have to try the spirit. You have to really see what they're about. So we're not in a time of just giving people the benefit of the doubt, you know, because a lot of people are being found liars and deceivers and slanderers, which we're about to get into. Jeremiah 9:4. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. And going into that word slanders in the Hebrew is rakial, meaning a slanderer, a talebearer, and an informer. Now, when we go into the word informer, it's a person who informs on another person to the police or other authority. And that's what they was doing to Yahushua in the middle of the Lord. There was informants. There was telling things and looking to see when Yahushua would slip so that they could tell the Roman authorities and get him thrown in jail or killed. Right? So when you go to see if I can pull it. Yeah, Luke 20:20 says, and they watched him and sent forth spies. So not everyone that's watching you is watching you for the real good intent. A lot of people watch you to what? To see you fall, to help you fall. You see? So, and they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men. See, they acting like they're upright people. They're fake. That they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. You see? So the same thing's happening right now, man. And that's why you have to be very careful about who you surround yourself with. Keep your circle small. Keep that grass trimmed real low. You see? So you can see all the snakes, man, and be harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent. You know? And that's what it's going to take, man, to get through these times, because that's why the Lord said love your enemy, because that's the only way you're going to overcome the enemy of death and evil. You know, you can't fight darkness with darkness. You can't fight evil and hate and you know, you just got to fight it with good, you know. And that word talebearer, right? That's what a lot of guys walk with. They walk with slanderers. They walk with slander. They ain't not walking in the spirit. That word talebearer is a person who maliciously gossips or reveals secrets. And so, because when you go into Rahab the harlot, you know, she actually hid the men of the Lord, you know, the spies. You know, see what a talebearer does is that they reveal secrets. So the secrets are revealed unto his servants, the prophets. See, but this is a talebearer is a person that maliciously gossips. You see, talks about other people's business. Oh, they did this, they did that. You see, and that's how a lot of guys use this truth for. All they use this truth for is just to talk about other people's lives. They're not really preaching you the gospel. They're just talking about some gossip. See, that word slander is the action or crime of making a false spoken statement against damaging to a person's reputation. And guess what, man? The Yahushua went through it, and we're going through it as well, man. We're going through it as well. We're getting slandered. We're getting we're getting a bad rep. You see? And Yahushua, when we go to Yahushua, he was a man of no reputation. You know, some said he was a devil. Some said he was a just man, you see? So there's a balance with that. And it's going to be way more that think of us as evil than them that think of us as good. see? Matthew 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves, you see? So you have to be very, aware of what's happening, what you're saying, and what's going on around you, man. Judges 16. And when you go, I'm going to get Judges 16 because, see, Samson, he basically, what happened with Samson, he's like, what he did was he downplayed, and he downplayed the strength of a woman, you know? The scripture talk about how, wicked women can throw down houses, you see? And that, a lot of guys, what they do is they teach you all about woman, which that's not the main objective and main point of this gospel and this truth. It's not this word Yahushua is not to women. We did multiple videos on that. It's to men. First the head, the men you have to get right, and then the woman will follow. But if the man and the head ain't right, then the woman ain't got nothing to follow. See, Judges 16 and verse 1. Then went Samson to Gaza and saw there an harlot and went in unto her. See, and the title of this chapter is Samson weakness. So that's why we're so zealous in going into the bad and like the things that brothers and us is going off at and we're weak at, because you have to pinpoint. See, if you're working out, right, and your weakest point is your arms, right, but you have abs, your legs are strong, but your arms are weak, then what's the main thing you have to be working on, man? Your arms. See, same thing with the spirit and the truth. Whatever your weakness is, that's what you have to like expose and work on the most, put the most light on, and so on and so forth. So let's get it. Judges 16 and 2. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither, and they compassed him in and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, in the morning when it is day, we shall kill him. And you brothers, man, the Lord said, when you hear these things, wake up out of sleep. There's people around us that want to kill us, man. With their mouth, they show much love. They smile in our face. You see, but we're living in a time where they can no longer hide their fake love for us, man. They're gonna show and reveal their true color, that they hate the men of the Lord, man. They despise what we're doing. It's so heavy, even guys in this truth, in all these camps, that they want to kill us, man. They're gonna send spies. They're gonna work with Esau, all kind of demonic stuff, man. Agent Smith, Matrix stuff. All right. Judges 16 and verse 3. And Samson lay till midnight and arose at midnight and took the doors of the gate of the city and the two posts and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of the hill that is before Hebron. So he took the whole post, man. He's probably really heavy, man. See, and that's what the true man of the Lord, can do when you have the Lord with them. It says, and it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah, you see. And, they have that saying, never love a woman but your mother, you see. So you have to call wisdom your mother. You have to love the Lord and this truth more than anything and everything. And then everything else is going to everything else shall be added unto you. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, entice him, and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him. So in this time, where does our great strength lie? And where is it? It's in the word. So what this world and these people, right, guys in camps, women, people in the world, family members, whatever the hell, fake friends, false brethren, they're going to try to lure you away from your great strength, which is what? The word. They're gonna try to talk about other topics and other things except for the word. That's why you have to surround yourself by like-minded people, man, that want to hear the word, that bring out precepts. You see, that love the word. You see, it says, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. And when you go to the Gospels. Right, the Lord said, don't be brought into bondage again. We've been made free in the spirit in Yahushua. And the Lord said, don't go back and be put back into that chain, man, of darkness. You see, and that basically, matter of fact, let me get that precept because that's heavy as well. Galatians 5:1 says, stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Yahushua hath made us free. So what this world and people are going to try to do is try to make, what does the scripture say? That they shall come in false brethren that shall spy out our liberty that we have in Yahushua. You see? Because they're under the chains of darkness. They're not able to free themselves because Yahushua is not freeing them. So they're gonna get upset and jealous and envious, and they're gonna try to put that chain on you too, to stop your mouth from reproving the gate and speaking the whole role with force and power and strength and faith. You see? Stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Yahushua hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. You see? With people trying to put what's the word? With people trying to oppress your faith and your trust in the Lord. And that's what it says in Ezra's. The time's coming where they shall no longer oppress him that had gotten the victory, nor save him that is destroyed. You see? Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods. See, and what's in the Lord's house? In the Lord's house, there is not just vessels unto honor, but vessels unto dishonor. And that house is his church, this truth. See, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, you see? And then will he spoil his house. Verily I say unto you, all sins shall be forgiven unto the sons of men, and blasphemies wherewithsoever they shall blaspheme. But he that shall blaspheme against, so every sin that is like you coming up against men, that's going to be forgiven. But the blasphemy against the Holy Ghost hath never forgiveness, but is in danger of eternal damnation. A lot of guys, they're in that danger, man. You see, they think they're in the clear because they're not bringing out the more severe topics. But really, they're in danger, man. And we're really in the safety. We're in the safe place, man, which is the word, the Lord, the hidden, the secret place of the Lord, right? And the Lord's only going to tell his secrets to what? The friends he trusts. You see? Judges 16 and verse 6. And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith that thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. And it's heavy too because when Yahushua was being tempted by Satan, how did he defeat and combat Satan? With the word, man, with the laws, statutes, commandments. You see, and that's how he overcame. And we're in the time now, like I was talking to the brother earlier. No weapon that's formed against us shall prosper, man. We've been fighting, warring, and what's happened. Like these past couple of days been really heavy because a lot of things are being shaken up. A lot of things is happening. There's so much people that are uneasy. So as the world is crumbling and shaking and perishing, we're strong and stable, and they're gonna despise that, man. That hatred is just gonna fester and grow. You just gotta walk according to wisdom, man, towards them that are without. You see, without the salvation, without the Lord. 1 Timothy 5:22 says, I'll start verse 20. Says, them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. So whoever it is it someone outside the camp, even amongst our camp, we rebuke before everybody. First we tell him between them and us alone, right? But if they don't listen to it, then take 2 or 3 witnesses, and then if not that, then the whole church. So I charge you before God and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach and the elect angels, that thou observe these things without preferring one before another, doing nothing by partiality. See, nothing by like unbalanced and half-ass. That word partiality.
Strong's G 4346. Prosklesis.
It means joining the party of one, you see. And a lot of guys, they've joined this camp, that camp, and they're partial. Oh, well, you have my title, you have my camp name, you promote me, you worship me, well, I'm going to justify you. But they don't know that they're wicked. They just see a title, they just see a name. And that's what the Lord said in Sirach. A lot of guys, they're just a friend in name. But take away that name, and then guess what's left? Just strangers, man. Guys, a bunch of guys that just don't even know each other. You see, that's what's happening in this truth. And that's why it's beautiful that we have such a small sanctuary, because we know each other, man. We know what each other do. We know our schedules. We know, we know, the fights that we fight. We all have different battles we have to face. You know, and we hold everybody accountable for their sins and when they stumble, and you know, for doing what they need to be doing right now, man, redeeming the time. 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 16 says, "For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven." It's like verse 15. 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 15. Let me see. It's like, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse. Right. 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 1. It says, "Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahushua, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk and to please God." You see, not walking with slanders, not sitting with sinners, not sitting down with evil murmurers and guys that just trying to sell out our people and set our people up, like the Pharisees, scribes, Jews Iscariot, right? It's all about money for them. You see, it says that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk and please God, so ye would abound more and more. See, that walk's gonna get more strong. For ye know what commands we gave you by the Lord Yahushua. For this is the will of God, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not God, that no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such, as we also have forewarned you and testified. For power hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness. And what makes a man clean is what? The words of his mouth. If he's speaking the words of the Lord, being baptized, being cleansed, being watered. You see? He therefore that despiseth not a man, but God, who hath also given unto us his Holy Spirit. So a lot of guys, they're in that danger of eternal damnation and fire. You see? Verse 11, "And that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing." You see, and when I think it was Moses, but when you follow the Lord and when you're doing right, guess what? You're not gonna lack anything, man. You're not gonna lack any good thing. Luke 22 and verse 34. And he said, let me start at verse 35, the point. Luke 22:35. "And he said unto them, When I sent you without purse and scrip and shoes." So Yahushua sent his men without money, without scrip, without shoes, without anything carnal. He just gave him. And that's all they needed to do the true work of the Lord. It says, "Lacked ye anything?" And they said, "Nothing." Whoo. Jeremiah 12 and verse 6. Verse 5. It says, "If thou hast run with the footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with horses?" You see, more powerful enemies and opponents, you see, that go faster, that are stronger, more powerful than trying to race a footman. Which Elijah did that. He ran next to a horse. You see? It was all symbolic of now, man, the Lord renewing our strength. It says, "And if in the land of peace, wherein thou trustest," right, this is a quote-unquote land of false peace, right, "they weary thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan," right, when things start to like really swell up and puster, and get bigger, in momentum and judgment. "For even thy brethren in the house of thy father, even they have dealt treacherously with thee, yea, they have called the multitude after thee." So the multitude that perished, they've actually called them after us, to come after us, to try to, to come against us, to do deceitful, tail-bearing shit, "Believe them not, though they speak fair words unto thee." You see that? So they're going to speak very fair words unto you, man. They're going to tell you all. See, Satan, he's not going to come to you like, "Yeah, I'm Satan. I'm the adversary." No. Then you're going to know that then his cover is gonna be blown. You're gonna know who he is. You're gonna like, get away from him. How Satan's gonna come to you, he's gonna come to you like everything you ever wanted. He's gonna say everything that you wanted to hear. Yeah, baby. It's a seductive, seducing spirits. You see? And that's what a lot of guys have actually been turned to already. They've turned aside unto seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. See, so we're literally the last few standing, man. And it's a powerful work the Lord's doing these last few moments, man, before it really goes down. Because just like the video said, man, all these rumors of wars, of lights going out, hey, man, I can see it happening, man. The pride and arrogancy of this place, and I can see the Lord guiding us and directing us, keeping us safe and sane if that really goes down and the power never goes back up. Which I'm cool with that. I'm with the Lord. I'm with anything the Lord's with. I'm praying for a few days. You see? And we're battle tested. We're battle ready, man. We're ready for the war. Ezekiel 22 and we're going to close out here. Yeah. Ezekiel 22 and verse 6 says, Behold, the princes of Israel, every one were in thee to their power to shed blood. See, bunch of murderers and haters.
Okay.
In thee have they set light by father and mother, right? They act like it's not a big thing. It says, in the midst of thee have they dealt by oppression with a stranger. In thee have they vexed the fatherless and the widow. Thou hast despised mine holy things, and hast profaned my Sabbaths. In thee are men that carry tales to shed blood, and in thee they eat upon the mountains. In the midst of thee they that commit lewdness. And let me get that word for our tales and lewdness. So that word tales is right the same word, bro. It's a slanderer, a talebearer, and an informer. A scandal monger. Let's see what that means. Scandal monger. Alright, that word, a scandal monger, is someone that gossips, a person who stirs up public outrage towards someone or their actions by spreading rumors or malicious gossip. You got a lot of these people out there. That's why a still tongue is a wise head. A wise head keeps a still tongue, meaning he don't talk, he doesn't just say everything. See, when you go to Proverbs, the fool uttereth. Proverbs 10 and 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. You see? And when you go into Proverbs 29 and 11, it says, a fool uttereth all his mind. You see, they say everything that they're thinking. There's certain thoughts you shouldn't be saying. You should just keep that to yourself. I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. And that's what's the difference between the wise versions and the foolish versions. The wise versions, they process, they think about what they're going to say, and then they say it and they mean it, right? The Lord said examine the matter first and then rebuke. But the thing is about the foolish versions, that they just, whatever thought comes to their mind, it might be a Satan put that thought there. They just, all of a sudden just saying, yeah, Esau is he. The too deep demon, it's just, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards, you see? So that's what we're dealing with, man. And just trusting the Lord, man. And it's a powerful time living in, man. And we're seeing the effects of this last moments, man. So give all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash. Destruction, demise, all you anti-Yahweh Shais, man. All you wicked Pharisees and scribes, man. Ezekiel 9 and 5. Those that don't have the mark, slay utterly, old and young. Hey, shalom to the elect.